Ollie definitely wasn't scrolling Twitter and forgot I was streaming. Nah. Actually, he was having a bit of a coughing fit and was like, I should probably finish coughing up my lungs before I hit the go-to thing instead of being like, oh god. And just doing it. It made me want to cough. Why am I streaming? Also, I've done the thing where I forgot put the game stuff on here. It looks like it's working. Yes. Good morning, Malco. Good morning, Ken Ben. Hope we're doing better than me, who's getting fucking scammy ass jobs. Content has been added. A brick. A onesie. An unknown shit. Cool. Yes, I think the scrolling text should say it, but like I have a bit of a a bit of a cough. This made my lungs a little bit bitch boy because I can't fucking I don't know. For the longest time I've always had issues with my lungs. They're just like, oh, you got a cough? You're gonna cough for the next 3 years. It was to the point my parents at one point were like they're doing the classic thing of being like, shut the fuck up when you like try to go to sleep and you're struggling but you're coughing, and like in their defense, there was a lot of coughing. I make him sound terrible when I say that, but it's just one of those things. Anyway, ball pit. Those who don't know, this isn't the main game. This is just like the resource collecting bit. You just put down shit and shit happens and you're like, woo! The actual game. Quit riffing bongs in the bedroom. No. You can't stop me. No baby balls and AoE does more. Let's do that one. Oh, I can combine people now. That's right. No, I'm not doing that. Let's keep it simple for the first run. Yeah, I've done everyone on the Boneyard. I haven't done it here. Anyway, nice first time watching this sort of thing. Also, for some reason, one of your messages didn't have the little spanner icon. It was like, did you just expire? Yes. Jobs. We'll warm up with the first. So I've had 2 interviews since the last stream, and I realized that the other day. I was like, I haven't streamed since before that interview. What the fuck was that? What have I been doing? Steve Jobs. God damn. It's not even the right person, you son of a bitch. I also looked at that and I thought it was the fucking TTS and was like, oh no, the TTS is broken again. Anyway. There's been 2 job interviews. The first one was like hey, give me a job at your place. Do you have AoE? You don't have AoE. You don't do anything for me. You do? Yes, cool. They were like, yeah, so it was working for a nursery. And I was like, that sounds good. Like I'm a bit of a gardening bender at the moment. And they didn't really have like an open position, even though their Instagram was like, we're always looking for hires. Bullshit. Each kill heals you but 5 touch. Fuck it, we ball. But they were like, yeah, like we're definitely hiring and in need of people. This is fine. I had 3 people at a fucking nursery interview me. They asked about all the things that I've done, and they're like, hey, this is a lot. Like, there's all sorts of things we could do, and it's sounding pretty promising. And my parents were like, oh yeah, you're gonna get this job. It's gonna be great. Because like I was talking to them about this one. Like I don't talk to them too often about all the jobs, but I was like, this one sounds a bit up your alley. Like you'd probably be interested to know and all that shit. Didn't get it. They were like, yeah, apologies. And I think it's just a case of like, they would have liked to, but I probably would have been a bit expensive. Because they would have been getting me to do all sorts of stuff, like fucking, riding quad bikes, fucking fixing shit, fucking balls pass through until they hit the back of the field. That sounds... Actually, no, with a healing thing, that could be good. So it's like whatever, Trevor. We're good. Okay, now this is not as feeling as good because I'm not getting any balls coming back here. They're just stuck up there now. Please give me my balls back. He's gonna kill me. Or hurt me, not kill me. Anyway. They didn't give me that job after interviewing me with 3 people and all that shit. I think it's just straight up, yeah, a case of like, they're like, we could. We don't have the moolah. Oh, that does the lightning rod thing. That'd actually be pretty good. Even though that ball's going to do genuinely nothing until we merge them, I think. Yeah. Where am I going with this story? So yeah, the first job, flop. Didn't get it. Boo. So I had another interview. This one was being a gardener for the NDIS. So, NDIS for non-Australians is the government's, you're unwell in some manner, here's some money. Which is a good thing. So like they get set allowances for certain things to do and whatnot. One of the allowances is if you have a gun and you're allowed to have a gardener and it is paid for by the taxpayer and all that shit. Lovely. It's a lovely thing, honestly. I think it's a great incentive. The only... Oh, shit. The passing through doesn't do damage. Oh, okay. This is bad. Anyway. So it's a lovely little thing where it's like, and I was like, this could be a good job because it's like I'm out in the garden, I'm getting some sun, and this is going to be great. It's going to be good for the soul because I'm going to be helping people who need help. Like, right? It sounds good. Until you realize, well, and I didn't realize this immediately. I was quite slow on the uptake, which is very annoying. Inflicts bleed. 10% chance of dodging coming attack. So I like that one. Always new stuff. But yeah, NDIS would be good for the soul. So I go in, and this is the one that, spoiler alert, is to do with the title of the fucking stream. They were like, oh, yep. So first thing, I have applied for a few gardening roles because like I don't mind the idea, but I have been avoiding ones that say you need to provide your own tools. Because not so much of like I don't think it's a bad idea, it's like I haven't had a job for a while and I know that I'd need to get some new tools and stuff. And depending on the gardening, they might even need me to have like a fair bit of stuff to like, you know, put shit away. I also think I'm about to lose because my balls are stuck at the top of the map. Blinds, enemies. It's not gonna help me. Yeah, just kill me. So yeah, it's gonna be like, well, tools and whatnot. So one of the first things she mentions is like, we will need you to provide your own tools, and I'm just like, fuck. Okay, it's for the NDI stuff. It's not like heavy duty gardening. Javixies, welcome in. But yeah, like it's not like gonna be. Okay, this should be alright. Well, get it anyway because I'm gonna die. So it's like, yeah, this would be good for this. Whatever tools, it's not gonna be the worst thing ever. Like I'll just need the basic tools to do the gardening because they're not gonna want me to like clean gutters and stuff. They're not gonna want me to do all that stuff. It's just gonna be like mowing and weeding and hiding. Which they did confirm. They're like, yeah, it's the kind of basics of jobs. And I was like, so through this, I'm thinking, shit, I'm probably gonna have to get a new mower and maybe a new edge trimmer, or fix up an old edge trimmer or something before this starts. Like, I'm putting through the numbers in my head. I'm like, this is still good. And like, she's talking about like how they do a portfolio on the people beforehand, so you know what you're getting into. If there's anything you need to potentially help out with when you're on site or keep in mind. To like, and I was like, this is, and like she was talking about like how some of the clients like a good yak and everything. And like I was like, this is going to be good for the soul. This is going to be good for the soul. I can handle dealing with the tools. And then I asked a question, be like, is more tools expected? Well, dearie. It kept going. So it was like, okay, like there's like this chap that I got stuck on the phone talking with for an hour. I'm like, see, this is what I want to hear. Like, I'm down to talk on the phone with someone for an hour. I used to do that in tech support because the farmers would yak to me all the time. This is fine. I've got no issues. Holy shit, we managed to kill the boss. I thought we were gonna die here. And then we're going along, and then she schmoozes through the pay rate to a speed that later on I kind of questioned myself and like, did I hear that right? Because it was only $1.50 above Australia's minimum wage, which, if you're paying for your own fucking tools, like, even if, say, I had the tools already, just this is a casual role, so there is no time that I'm going to be paid to maintain the tools. So say, like, the mower blades need replacing. That's on my own time and my own money. Oh no, okay, well, okay, cool. And then, like, I haven't had a job like this before. Maybe that's kind of normal. Like, it is above minimum wage. It's above. Like, I'm still in the interview at this point. 5k. No, 5k. It's not quite 5k. But like, you'll see where this kind of starts all building up. Now she starts talking about the kind of jobs that you'd be expecting to do, and it's like, yep, you'll be heading in, usually for a couple hours to someone's place and like do the mowing, make sure everything's gone into the green bins, do some edge trimming. Occasionally there'll be like extra jobs that you might need to do, and like just like saying stuff like, oh yeah, make sure you don't hand out your phone number. They should contact me. We don't want them contacting you if they run into any trouble, which happens if you hand out your fucking number to people. Like, yeah, no, I understand all that from previous work. Like, don't hand out your real phone number to customers, give them the work number. So yeah, we're still going. And it's like, I was like, there's a point where it's like, okay, so like, it is a casual role. Like, how does the pay work? She's like, well, you'll be paid when you're on a job site. You're paid as per the government. I am putting a big star here. This isn't necessarily them just being shit, but as per the government rules, you are paid 98 cents per kilometer you drive between work sites. So not going to your first initial work site and not going home, but between work sites you get less than $1 per kilometer to cover the costs of your car, which you need to be driving between work sites. So, okay, yeah, there we go. Now we're adding a new cost to the thing. There's no vehicle that I'm getting as well. Yeah, what a time when petrol's fucking $2.80 a litre. It's not like I'm using a litre per kilometre, but like, again, I've got to obviously fill up my car, maintain my car, all that lovely shit. Let's use these two bad boys. So we keep going. And it's just like, this is a lot. Oh god. Like, I'm still pretty positive in the job interview. It takes me talking to people about it after the interview that it starts like cottoning on that this is bad. What am I doing? So anyway. So, and I'm like, okay, so how many hours are we looking at here for, say, in a week at the moment? Because like she mentioned that this is like a side of the business that was growing. And that usually means to me, hey, you don't have infinite shifts. You have like a set amount of work that I'm going to be getting. So I popped the question, be like, how many hours? And she's like, at the moment, you'd be probably looking at about 20 hours worth a week at work. 20 hours a week. I'm like, that's okay. 20, that's a number, not the best number. It's 20. Cool. So that's pretty much... Oh, and then there's one last thing. If you have say a 2-hour shift in the morning and a 2-hour shift in the afternoon, you are paid it is called a break shift, and you get an allowance between the two. and she said it was like $24, which is less than the minimum wage. But the fun thing about that is I found this out afterwards. It's $24 total, apparently. I'm not sure. I've never looked into the break stuff before. But if I have to wait 3 hours between shifts, that's just total of $24. What are you gonna drive home? Fucking wait. Like, I don't know. It's a bit ridiculous. So yeah. This is a job that I'm like already a little bit ummy and ahry about. I'm like, I need work. This is technically a way I can get tools. And at one point she's like, oh, and it's alright about having to supply the tools yourself. You can claim it on tax. I don't get to claim all of it. Well, you do claim all of the tool as long as you're using the tool only for work. But it's not like you get the, say if I buy a $300 lawnmower, I'm not going to get $300 back. I get like probably $20 back if I'm only working 20 hours a fucking week. And also, the what was the other thing that I saw from that? Oh yeah, if any equipment costs over $300, I can't even claim it in 1 year. I have to claim it over 5 years. So I'd have to be like, oh yeah, I bought a $301 lawnmower to claim my $20 back. I have to work for fucking gardening company for 5 fucking years to claim all of that back. It's just like, this is a bit much. Like, no, it'd be right. Tools are fine. You could claim it back on tax. Mortgage, RIOB, yeah. So yeah, at this point, I'm kind of like, I'm feeling okay. Like, the way I'm talking now, it's like clear there's so many red flags. But like, I'm a little bit glazed with the like thoughts, being like, this is going to be good for the soul. So like, I messaged a few people, being like, hey, like, this is what I got offered. What is your thing? And it was like, you know, it seems a bit rough. Like, there's a few people being like a bit rough. And then one person was like, so hey, I googled what like private people get for working for like cleaning up NDIS gardens and stuff. Like direct to the person, like through no middleman, because you can do that. Like if you want, you can manage your own NDIS funds and everything. But there's a lot of shenanigans and a lot of people obviously not doing so hot, so they get someone to do all that work for them and use part of the funding for that. Claim for tax and then tell them claim for tax. I can't because they're not buying me the tools. That is a common scam thing people try to do. Pardon me. Sorry, coughing fit. But yeah, so it's kind of just like, oh fuck. Well, okay. What we're talking about? Oh yeah, person who works directly for the NDIS. They're looking at if you worked directly, privately, with your own business through to giving help through doing the gardening, the exact same role, doing the basic bones work. You could be looking at 2/3 to doubling the amount that they offered me. Like an extra 2/3 minimum they're taking off the top because they're probably still charging the NDIS the same. So, yeah. So that was a cool little fact that I found. But yeah, there's potentially 2/3 of what the government's paying is just going to the business for, like, all the admin fees and all that shit. Which, don't get me wrong, there is administration fees and stuff that goes on. She was talking to me about like what she does to like keep people safe. Like, she deserves the pay. Did I? Yeah, I completed that. Cool. So that was like one of the last little points that I found out. This, like, when I heard that, I was kind of like, this is kind of like putting the nail in the coffin, because like I was already thinking like, if I'm say my fucking lawnmower that I purchase for $350, that I'm getting $20 back over 5 years breaks. This is a casual role. I can't go into work because I've got this lawnmower that I'm either going to have to sit down and fix, or I'm going to have to go buy a new one. That's like, obviously sucks. I'm working on that in my own time. I'm potentially missing a whole ass shift or more. until I get shit fixed or replaced. Like there'll be a point where it's like, oh, you could send off your fucking lawnmower to get fixed up over here, and it's going to take 3 weeks, or you're going to have to buy a whole fucking new one because you're going to need the money, aren't you? Then now I've got 2 lawnmowers because I've probably got one fixed and one fucking gone off, and one bloody new one. So suddenly I've spent $600 and I'm waiting on $60 back, but I might not even get that $60 back because I'm not earning that much money. Because you can only get the money back if you're actually being taxed on the money. So if I have to spend what? So basically, you can pretty see quickly that I'd be paid below minimum wage just because I've got to maintain the fucking tools if anything goes wrong. And like, you should be cleaning up your tools between people's places and stuff because you don't know what's in the first person's place. Your tools could be covered in cat shit for all you know, and that's not good. So yeah, I'm already feeling a bit miffed, but I'm like, look, I'm gonna ask them some questions, and I sent them a whole list of stuff, and it was like me asking, be like, oh, like, is there, like, what exactly happens if, say, someone cancels a shift? And, they're like, oh, yeah, if they cancel within 24 hours, you still get paid. Outside of 24 hours, tough shit. Like, that's kind of standard, and there's all sorts of stuff. And I was like, what? And another question I asked was like, can you kind of let me know what kind of jobs/equipment would be expected to start off with so I can get an idea of what I would need to get to start working with you guys? Like, I'm generally giving them a chance to try and sell me on anything. Yeah. Unlock the ability. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they were like, oh yeah. So like the 2 tools that I mentioned was like like the edge trimmer for like doing your things in a lawnmower. Like that's probably the 2 major tools that I'd need. I'm just loading up my email now to see what the other shit was. And I was like, that should be fine. Where are we? There you are. So yeah, they were like, support gardeners are required to provide their own gardening equipment, such as lawnmower, whippersnipper, hedge trimmer. Fucking didn't think about a hedge trimmer. There's another fucking $200 that I gotta do because I've never fucking done a hedge. Like I do a hedge with a pair of steps. Like it's not hard, but I'm like, oh no, some people might have the massive hedge. I probably need to do a hedge trimmer. And then it's like, oh yeah, and all the other basic tools like your rakes, your shovels, and all this stuff. You also probably need to have stuff to maybe bag greens and stuff, and it's just like, oh god. So yeah, if I didn't have all the tools already up front, I'd be looking at probably 2-3 grand of buying shit, so therefore not earning money for 2 weeks or something silly. So yeah, I kind of spent the whole weekend just sitting here being like, I bullshit from the back and have a face crit chance. Yeah, we'll play Mr. Backshots. He hasn't finished the snow, let's do that. But yeah, it's just like, so I wrote them an email back, being like, hang on. Where are we? I like finished writing this email back because I spent the whole week, I'd be like, how does this not feel like a scam? Like, what do I do? Basically, well, this job sounds wonderful opportunity, great way to help this need. I have concerns about the rate, which I put in brackets, I believe it was barely above minimum wage, please. Like, I've ended up, like, gaslighting myself. Being like, did I miss here? Did I miss here, like, a 3 instead of a 4 or something? But, like, but yeah, while I was having to find, which is, even though I could claim equipment on tax, only returning maybe 20% to my pocket, I'm not able to be reimbursed for maintenance of equipment or potentially shifts missed in this area due to this being a casual role. Unless I have the reimbursement wrong, some tool allowance providing situation can be included, or there is an additional perk I'm not aware of, I will not be continuing with this application. I feel like I could have been so heated with that, being like, this feels like a fucking scam. Like, holy shit balls. Like, it... and the piece of this starts of what I forgot to mention at the end of this interview. So I've barely been in there for probably 30 minutes. And she was like, oh, like, how are we feeling about the job? Do we want to continue? Ah, crit from the left. Boo, that's not what I want. Let's go the sideways blaster. So how do you feel about this job? Like, is this something you're keen on? I'm like, I'm pretty keen on it, yeah, like, but I probably would like the weekend to think over it. Just like, oh yeah, no, that's all right. Like, would you mind if we like maybe started reaching out to your references and stuff? And I'm like, no, like you don't have access to my references yet. It's as it says on my resume. And then my brain's like, shit, you hadn't read my resume recently. It says on there that references are available on request. So she didn't realize she didn't have that. Awkward. Which I'm very thankful for, because imagine having my fucking references call up, be like, hey, we heard you doing this guarding job. It's like, it's a scam. It's a scam. Oh. Yeah. So it's like, so it's kind of like, they were very keen to get someone on. I also checked later. The website that I applied through, which is Seek for the Aussies, it sometimes tells you how many people applied for your role, for the job. Normally, I've been competing with numbers so big I feel like vomiting. Only 20 people applied for this job. They're fucking desperate. So, like, and like she mentioned, like, one of the last gardeners left, and she's like, oh, it's for personal reasons that they left. I'm like, yeah, I bet he's personally fucking poor. But, yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll get a response back and they'll be like, oh, no, the pay was wrong. You were wrong. It's actually bigger number. And then maybe I'll consider it. But, like, or, like, they'll be like, oh, no, we'll actually give you an allowance for, thing. Like, they didn't even mention allowances. Like, I was looking through all the, there's all sorts of regulations for certain jobs in Australia, saying like, oh, if you have this kind of job, you have to get this minimum pay and all sorts of stuff. So when you hear minimum pay in Oz, that's the general minimum pay, but there are some specifics where it's like, no, you can't actually be paid like that at all. But one of the ones for gardening is there is a tool allowance, which is not very big. I'm going to be honest, it's pretty small. But there wasn't even a tool allowance of this, so it's like, I don't know. Maybe they'll put in a tool allowance, but then again, I'll do the maths and I'll be like, it's got to be like more than like 40 to 80 bucks a week for it to even be worth it. Because tool allowance will have to be taken into account purchasing new tools to some degree, or like covering the fact that like I'm going to miss shifts. Wait, is Vision the one that I want? Ah, lame. Okay, yeah, that was the one I wanted. Because that wasn't upgraded yet. Anyway. So it's kind of just been like this whole bummer. That was like, do I want shots, hurt? No, we want golden bull. Fuck it. So it's just, it was just kind of like, this is, I spent like the whole weekend battling, being like, this is a feels good job. But the feels good isn't going to put money in my pocket, like, at all. Like, at least, like the one that rejected me that I was talking about at the start, I'm pretty sure they said no. All baby balls deal more damage, or bigger ball. I'm not really doing baby balls. Yeah. Feels good shouldn't make you feel bad in your personal life. The way that I worded it to one of my mates was, I'm gonna be on the fucking NDIS for mental health if I take this job, because I'll be fucking starving and sad. And then I'll have someone to get to do my own garden. Oh wait, I could pay myself to do my own garden. Don't do that, that's a terrible idea. But yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, let's keep going with that. But yeah, I would like to see them even try and negotiate, because it's one thing that I'm not sure of, because it's quite hard to kind of research, is Yeah, another fit. I don't know the legality of... It's like a minimum wage exists to make sure that you get paid enough. Now, I feel like making someone pay for tools, especially when you're not high over the minimum wage, if you're paid below minimum wage, if you're paid just above minimum wage, but you have enough bills to keep doing the work, and that's been forced upon you, does that mean you're technically paid below minimum wage and therefore it's illegal? Only pierce... I don't know what that means. I don't think I'm piercing. So it's kind of like, yeah, because like the way that you could put it is like, okay, the amount I will have to spend on downtime and parts for tools and all that shit, does that put me technically below minimum wage with this kind of setup? And it's like, ooh, it might actually do. And I'm like, okay, but is that legal or not? And I'm like, I don't know. That's why the crux of it is I hope they push back on it because they're like, this is fucked. Yeah, it's like... Sorry, the fucking auto mod just grabbed someone. Deny. Kill you. Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck? How is company XYZ saying, hey, we want to make you work just damage roads minimum 50%. Yeah, let's do that one. We want to make it so that you get paid just above minimum wage and you have to pay for all your tools for an amount that for probably 2/3 less than what we're actually charging the government for. And like, it's even funnier because balls do damage after hitting the back of the field. Well, I don't know if that's technically hitting the back of the field. It's just like, okay, cool. People have been talking in the news about the NDIS having scams. Like, it has been one of the excuses for, hey, we should cut the amount of money that's put into the fund that helps these people who are in need because there's scams in the system. So if we cut the money, then there'll be less scams. And it's like, you hear all that, and as a man who likes to help people out, I'm just like, this sounds bullshit. You just want to make it so the people in need get less of what they might need. But then I'm just like, I think there is scams. Maybe they're right, but the scams are just not in the place that I expected. It's like, because like when the like the big fucking bwop news channel talks about it, it's obviously like, this little fucking mum and pop in this house over here, they're scamming us out of the NDIS because they're doing stuff like, much like the dole bludgers on Centrelink, they're just not really spending their money properly. No. What's actually happening is big companies baby ball every 2 seconds. You know what? Fucking why not? We need some items. Big scary company is fucking actually scamming the system. Increase catch. Or more baby ball. Yeah, more baby ball. It's just, yeah, these big companies, because like the NDIS is complicated. So like I am just working in this tiny bit where it's like, you are a gardener. I mean, the last thing you want is, sorry, you're not getting paid because we're closing down after the government's saying that. I don't think that's the last thing I want. I don't give a shit if that happens. If they start closing down because they've been found out, fuck yeah, I've done good. The people who are getting their gardens done, they're going to get them done by someone else. They're still getting the money. It's probably just going to be a bit of downtime between... Oh, shit, what did I combine? Let's put these two together. It's just going to be some downtime until like they get onto a new company to help them out, or decide, fuck it, we're going to do it ourselves, because the guys who are doing it were obviously scamming us to the shit. And like, that's fine. Fuck the company if they are actually being scammy. But it's just kind of like, oh, this is bullshit. Expose it to baby bullets. Yeah, why not? But it's like, oh, come on, guys. What are we doing? Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Fuck. I don't know. It's like, it's wild to me that I just, hey, I'm trying to find a job. Oh shit, I found the scam. It's big company milking people for their things because fuck trying to navigate the NDIS. Because, yeah, that's what I was talking about. The NDIS gives you all sorts of cash for, curses of temper chance killing limits. Yeah, let's do that. You get all sorts of money for stuff. So, like, you've obviously got money for your medication. You've got money for assisting paying rent and just living your life. You've got specific money allocated to obviously gardening, and it probably keeps going and going and going and going and going. It's like, yeah, you've got all sorts of things that you spend money on day to day, and because you probably keep having fucking people scream that the NDIS is a scam, it's probably managed in a way that's like, yeah, you're gonna have to fucking cough up money in specific areas, and if you don't spend it, you don't spend it. That's whatever. So like, yeah, okay, we have money for someone on the left here who has a garden, and you don't have a garden, you don't have access to the money. Whatever. But yeah, it's made it complicated, and that's why there is companies that help you out with that shit. Ooh, new evolution. So I don't, oh, it's a fucking catapult. So it's like, I get it. I get that you're gonna have people who want to have a company to help them out with shit, and they'll get a new company to help them out with shit, but just, I think that's what's happened is, it's gotten too complicated. So now everyone has to go through companies instead of just doing it on their own, because you could be going through an especially rough time, and like, you don't have the mojo to work all that out. So it's like, I now think my opinion on fixing up any issues with the governmental system of helping people is fucking make it simpler. Just give people a set amount and go, yep, you fucking work this shit out. You want people to clean up your garden? Done. You want a company to help you out? You can still send a fair chunk of that money to the company to do all the mathing for you if you want, I guess. But I think the complication behind it all is what's causing it to be scammed, if it is being scammed to the degree that I'm now sitting here being like, oh my god, half of the money has been fucked off. Oh. The moral of the story, I sent them an email, be like, you can pay me more money, otherwise we're not going to talk anymore. And we'll see where that goes. Is this the final boss? I think so, because the music stopped. Oh, and the balls are like trapped in there. No, my balls! I need those. Otherwise this guy's gonna kick my ass. Please, give me my balls back. How did they even get in there? Okay, my balls are free. If I kill off these guys, I should be fine for a little bit. There we go. Yeah. I don't know. Fucking Tracy Grimshaw. Yeah, I found a scam job. Or at least it feels like a scam. If they come back to me like, you misread the first digit, I'll be like, okay, no, this is a great job. That's a lot of money. Oh shit, that was great. That's a lot of money. Give me that money. I'll join your business. And I've also started taking notes for whenever I'm like offline for things to remind me of. And I saw one that I was just looking at before that reminded me. The previous job that I didn't get, and I was like, they just wrote me an email, the generic ass email would be like, hey, at this time we will not be going forward with your application. They get me nothing. So like, because my parents are interested, I was like, yes, hey, I didn't get the job. And the immediate thing I got from my mum was like, oh, why not? I'm like, I don't know, they just sent me a thing saying that they didn't get the job. I got a generic email. She's like, what do you mean they just sent you a generic email? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do I mean they sent you a generic email? She's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, it's kind of escalating, and dad's on the side be like, you know, they don't normally like tell you why you don't get a job anymore. Like, it's just not a thing. And then she looks at him and goes, what do you mean they don't tell you about why you didn't get the job? It's like, oh. They're like just trying to explain to mum that, yeah, no, I don't know why I didn't get the job. They didn't tell me. They just gave me the generic ass, sorry, there's not a role available for you right now. Like, oh, hang on, can I rearrange this? Because you guys aren't letting things get up in there, which is not helping. Let's move these. No, come on. Why won't it let me pick up these fucking rock? Fuck it. Well, my mum has never used Sig to LinkedIn for the sense that it's pure, but it's wholesome. It's painful. I don't know if pure and wholesome, because like there's a lot of times I've had to like, it's been a while since I haven't had a job. I've had to explain to her a few times, like as things going on. She's like, "Oh, you are definitely applying for work." I'm like, yes, ma'am, I'm definitely applying for work. I'm not being a fucking bum. I don't even know if you can anymore because you have to prove to government thing that you apply for so many things, or you have interviews and they check. I had a job briefly for a couple weeks, and like they're like, "Oh, have you actually done the work?" Ha ha ha. Right, we're gonna combine these two. Fucking basic bitch, and he does his things. Actually, I might make a coffee before we do the next round. But like, the reason that she's like so wholesome on this part, as you've put it, Ken, is she lives in a small country town, and she has some specialized work in working in laboratories, and there's a lot of labs around for this farm stuff. And she's just like, yeah, I walk in, I go, hey, do you need work? And they're like, yes, we're always short. Cool. So she's like juggling 3 part-time jobs at the moment because she just walks to places, and then she's like, oh, well, look, I don't want to work that many shifts, so I'll come in these days. I'm like, oh, I'd like it if I could just do that, but I've got a resume that is spaghetti. Anyway, early break to make coffee and to stretch and all that shit, because, God, my need for coffee and my need to sneeze is rising. So give me 2 shakes. Let me hit these buttons. Hello. Hang on, I forgot to pause the music probably. Also, Need for Sneeze Underground 2. I'm about to mod you, Ken, so you can ban yourself, if that's even possible. Yeah. I'm back. I've realized I ranted about fucking job for the whole fucking thing, and it's like, new thing to rant about. I don't know if this is a rant or just like a holy shit, but did you guys see the Windows promise recently? That they came out with, that they're like, hey, we've realized we're doing a commitment to like, nah. Oh, I'm gonna paraphrase. So feel free to Google it and all that shit. But basically, they kind of went, hey, we fucked up. We know. We're gonna like actually dedicate to fixing issues. You know what they're fucking supposed to do. We're gonna start removing the AI from some things, like the fucking sniffing tool and Notepad. Like they're talking about returning to form. Hang on, I need to have a look. There was like integrating AI where it's most meaningful. You will see it. As part of this, we are reducing unnecessary Copilot entries, starting with apps like the sniffing tool, photos, widgets, and Notepad. They're taking it out. We're going to build a faster, more dependable file explorer. They're going to fix the file explorer. Like they're suddenly shitting their pants and like fixing all of the things that like straight up. I'll believe it when I see it. Like I think they will remove the AI from those areas, or at least say they will. I still can't believe that Notepad shat the bed so hard that you couldn't use a barcode scanner. So fun fact. I feel like I was gonna say that like as a fact everyone just fucking knew. If you used a barcode scanner while scanning into Notepad, if it was over 6 digits long, the buffer for the AI reading your shit would lock that whatever was after the 6 digits. So you had to like keyboard smash to get the rest of it out, and then the keyboard smash would also be somewhat in the buffer, and it's like, So there's lots of barcode scanners that I thought were broken, but no, it was actually just key smashing. You've already completed the solution to carry it at the speed you won't be able to gear, but if to do it, show you what you can do. Okay, now we'll go to this one then. But yeah, like they're committing to fixing it, and like I think a lot of it is, if people haven't seen, there's like so many different computing machines coming out that are just going to be better. Like Valve is coming out with their Steam machine, which is going to be running their SteamOS, which is just basically a Linux distro that they've done custom. Oh yeah, I don't have to pick. The guy picks for me. Brain Dead Playtime. Here we go. So that's just going to be a little baby computer that's not on Windows that a lot of people might purchase to play video games with. And then fucking Apple's like, hey, we've got all these phone chips lying around. Nobody else has got RAM and stuff. Why don't we put a phone chip in a cheap-ass computer? And, like, I saw that it was decently cheap, and I was like, I wonder if it's going to be, like, any cheap, like, in Australia. Like, American numbers always don't make sense to me. I went down to JV Hi-Fi. The new Apple computer, Apple notorious for being the expensive option, is cheaper than, like, I'd say 70% of the Windows computers on offer. Like, it's not a powerful computer. You're not going to be fucking rendering high-level Skyrim mods with it. You didn't look into... No, it's like $800, dude. 800 AUD. Or something stupid. Like, I can't remember what it was. I kind of just looked at the price and went, there's not 4 digits? Where is the 4th digit? So yeah, it's insane. Like I just went in there, I was like, oh lord, a Mac that's 3 digits in this current era. And like, yeah, as I was gonna say, like you're not gonna be rendering the highest of Skyrim mods. You might struggle if you're doing like video editing or there or something. But like, if you think of the average consumer, most people watching fucking the YouTubes, the TikToks, they're surfing the webs, they're watching streams. They're like, it's a laptop. It's not it's a sit down on the couch doing the basics. You might be playing some light video games or something, but you know what I mean. Like you're not necessarily needing a laptop for high-end shit. If you're doing high-end shit, you obviously like there's lots of people that would build a computer or buy something else. This is a low-end, day-to-day usage computer for like, I don't know, the person who's fucking started at Airbnb and needs like to reply to the emails on the go. Fucking, I don't know. They've just done it. And like with the price of RAM and stuff, like they can't just go like, oh, we'll just make our computers cheaper. It'll be fine. No, they can't make the fucking computers cheaper anymore because it's all fucked and Apple's using their custom shit that's not going to be disrupted. So I didn't even see what that did. What? Inflicts 3 stacks of bleed. When hitting the enemy with 12 stacks of bleed or more, consumes all stacks of bleed to a... Oh, okay. So it's just like, holy shit. So yeah, Windows has suddenly gone, we can no longer do our just rampant AI glazing, putting it everywhere, making the stock go up because of AI glazing. We're actually not going to sell products. There is just this sleek looking Mac, which I think the only issue that people have been picking up on, like everyone's like, oh yeah, it's going to be slow. Gotta be slow, but nobody gives a shit. Oh, it's not going to render my fucking T-Gold biddies Skyrim mods. No, nobody's really saying that. Like, everyone goes, okay, this is genuinely as powerful as, like, most of the Apple smartphones, which, again, smartphone, not the most insanely powerful thing, but you don't need it to be. I think the only thing I've seen people complain about is they've fucked around with the ports. Like, they've made some questionable decisions with the 2 ports that they're putting on the side, like ones that like where the charging and the connection port goes, but that's like fucking whatever. It's like, holy shit. So yeah. Anyway, Windows has had its balls cut off and now they're crying. And they're actually gonna fix it. Which, for anyone who's like me and has been like going, oh shit, I'm gonna have to fucking work out how to Linux, but Linux is hard, and what if it's like, I'm going to have to run it side by side initially for a while because I need to, you know, migrate stuff across. So there's going to be games that aren't going to work because Linux support isn't here yet. Hurry up, Gabe. Release SteamOS for public use. I feel like that's a thing that a lot of people have been looking at. Because when SteamOS drops, I feel like there's going to be so much support for it because everyone's going to try and go to it. But like, hearing that Windows is finally gonna... This is what's got their shit together. It's like, I don't know. I feel like me from 5-10 years ago hearing that fucking Mac's gonna save the day because they've released a cheap computer. Like, I'd ask them to pass the fucking bong or whatever. Jesus Christ. That's not what happens. Toxic ass partners be like, I could change. Oh my god. I do genuinely think that they can fix Windows. Like, I know for a fact a lot of the bloat issues is because of their integration. So if we go back to the barcode issue, I was like, look, this is ridiculous. And like, I feel like it's niche. I'm going to have to be the one that reports this. So I whip out my fucking, okay, how do I report to Windows, Google, or the taskbar and everything and go, yeah, please let me report this issue. How do I do it? And it's like, oh, Windows has this lovely inbuilt feature that lets you do it. You can hit this button, start recording, show the issue, and then write up a text thing to go with it to be like, this is what the issue, this is what you're seeing. And I'm like, sick. I can put up a notepad, I can scan this barcode, and then I can type in the thing at point timestamp. This is when the barcode's scanned. At time, this is when it gets into the buffer and it's not actually passing through and I have to key smash to get through. And I'm assuming there's like logging on the computer as well, maybe to like help them on their end as well. Who knows? But as soon as I hit the record button, the problem goes away. The buffer stops buffering. It's just loading the entire thing. And that's when I was like, oh, fuck me. The AI is in here. It's in here. I know it's in here. And this is before they announced that there was the AI and Notepad and stuff. Like, there was no features for it yet. It was just starting to, like, put it around the place. I'm like, no. I'm so sure that they've got this hit tucked away in here now. Because I physically am running into issues, and when I turn on the thing, the issues disappear. So clearly they're, like... I don't know if they're purposely turning it off to, like, hide that the AI is causing the issue so they can't see the report. Or whatever, and like I still wrote up a report and sent off anyway. I don't know if it helped. I stopped dealing with barcode scanners. But it was just like, oh, fuck. The fact that they know the AI is cooked enough that they turn it off for bug checking and shit, it's like, what are you doing, guys? Yeah, give me that laser. God, I love technology. Yeah, I'm still hoping... I have seen increased startable level to 2. Ooh. I'm still hoping that we get a decent update for Steam stuff soon, sometime this year. Because I know you can technically install the Steam OS if you want. But it's a bit tricky and doesn't have full support yet, because it's like, you can technically do it, but we're not ready for you to do it, so like it's hidden away back here, and you're kind of just downloading the one that's on the Steam Deck. They don't have the... I don't think the release for what's going to be on the Steam PC, the Steam Cube, or the Gabe Cube, or whatever you want to call it, is I'm gonna eat shit and die, is technically public yet. Here we go. You gentlemen, it's death. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what I want. I want Windows to fix the shit so I don't have to put in the effort. But I also want the Steam OS to come out because I know that will fix Linux. Well, it won't fix Linux immediately. I feel like there'll just be a lot more people who... How do I put this? There's a lot of... Can I afford that as well? Yes, but I probably shouldn't. That's that stuff. We wanted the jeweler. We wanted this. Now let's see if I can actually get the fucking balls to bounce up there. By the balls, it's people. Yeah, it's kind of like I want Windows to fix itself so I don't have to do shit, but I also want Steam to pull its finger out because I want to play around with it. And when Steam comes out with it, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that will like stop focusing on whatever flavor of Linux that they like fixing. Like there's so many flavors of Linux. And they'll all just kind of like focus on the Steam one because there'll be so many people going there and be like, this, I feel like it'll be a massive push to get like one that fucking works. I've played you before. What do you do? No baby balls. Each shot shoots multiple instances of a special ball. Yeah, Renaissance. Yeah. It's kind of like, I think LTT talks about it all the time. That's like, this is going to be the year of Linux. And it's like, no, it's never going to be the year of Linux. The year of Linux comes when SteamOS comes. Until that very moment, it's not happening. Like, I'm sorry, it won't be here until that very moment, and it's a hard deal for some people to swallow. They're like, oh, but my distro of Linux is good, and it's like, yeah, but it's not installed on any default machine. You have to have it installed on a default machine for it to go anywhere. Nobody's gonna destroy. No, crit hit steal bonus. Yeah, let's spec into crits. Why not? I don't think I can crit yet, but let's go. I know Ken Pen has a Linux distro, and I know a few of my mates do. But like, it's just, I can't do it. I'm too much of a bitch baby to get into it just yet. Oh, that's the other reason that oh. That's something I should do. Because I was about to be like, the reason I don't invest in Linux is because I don't have the hard drive space to do it, which is a fair thing. I know somebody in chat, he has been like, I will play video games with you, but I had to uninstall the video game that we're playing because I've got a Linux distro. There's space missing. But I would just kind of look to my left because my cupboard's open, and I was like, there's my old PC. There's an SSD in there. I can probably pinch that and run a distro on the side to start testing stuff. I would need to work out if I can actually hook that up, because it's not like I didn't realize how prevalent they already were until I built my last PC. Like, you know how you've got the roads each time hitting an enemy. I can't do babies, so we'll do this one. Like, I gotta work out if I can plug it in, because I didn't realize that how prevalent the SSDs that are just like that flat little fucking USB size chip now. Like, I thought you were still mostly doing the big drives, and now I'm just trying to think about my motherboard being like, do I actually have the ability to plug the older drive style in there? Actually, hang on. I don't even think I have a way to mount the old drives in my case anymore. I'm gonna have to like fucking tape it to the fucking roof or something. Oh shit, okay. Well, step 1 is look at my motherboard, work out if I can actually hook it up. Step 2 is, I don't know, find a friend with a 3D printer. Oh, fuck. Getting ourselves into a pickle. You got 300 gig for Windows and 2 terabytes for Linux. That feels like the wrong way. Like, I'm guessing you've just got 2 separate drives. But that feels like the wrong way to do it if you're testing Linux. Like, I would have gone the littler drive. Yeah, actually, I would have gone the littler. Felt like the right way when you said it. How often do you use Linux versus Windows? I am very right. I'm always right. That's why people should just throw money at me for being Mr. Always is right. Holy shit, that just reminded me that I got it. The job that made me redundant, I just remembered that one of the... well, she's technically an owner since she married the boss now. She once gave me a bottle opener that has on there, like, Mr. is always right, and any time that you think he's wrong, he is still right. And, like, this feels toxic to give me, but I know that I am always right in regards to a lot of the discussions we have, so fuck you. Anyway. 1 day Linux, 6 days Windows. And you've dedicated more drives. The reason I was going to say you do it the other way is not because of time as well, though. It's because Linux, in theory, should take up a lot less space than Windows. Because I feel like Windows has probably taken up 1/3 of your fucking drive just existing because of all the fucking shit in there. Yeah. Windows. Maybe they'll pull their finger out. Who knows how long it will take. Hopefully... Like, I'm hoping there'll be a patch within, like, a couple months that fixes a lot of stuff. Like, I was a little bit worried when we all had Battlefield 6 bit of a spree. Because, like, it ran pretty well, but, like, I was always concerned that there's going to be an update in Windows and it made it, like, a bit shit. And now I'm kind of, like, looking at things and, like, I'm not really doing anything heavy game-wise anymore. Also, am I about to eat shit because I'm not doing balls? Oh no, there we go. It's dead. Balls go through. No, we're gonna up the lasers. Increase gold found in battles. Yeah. Yeah. Windows fixing their shit. Give you... In this life, it's either eat shit or do balls. What? What do you mean, do balls? Explain. Am I gonna eat shit? Don't expect me to understand what the fuck I'm saying and then play it off. Yeah. I have another thing I want to bitch about. I have a lot of things to bitch about because I've been gone a while. I don't know. You guys have heard of things called fucking podcasts? Where people just jack at you and there's no video game to watch with it? Yes, let's do that one. Yes, you've heard of podcasts? Fucking hell. Incredible. I've heard of them, but I didn't actually listen to that band. Fucking ass hipster, assuming it's a band. Anyway, there was a podcast that I used to listen to a fair bit. Like it was just a couple of dudes talking about Warhammer, and the way that it was like presented was just like a couple mates sitting around a couch just talking. Like it wasn't like the big heavy podcast of hard hitting things and all this shit. It was just like, I don't know, it was good. There's good times listening to it, and there's good times just having it in the background as noise because it sounded like your mates having a yak. And it was to the point where I even was paying for their Patreon because they had like extra episodes in their back end and stuff. I kind of fell out of listening to them for a bit because there wasn't as much content coming out, and suddenly, and like I obviously unsubscribed to Patreon because I don't have a job. Apparently, those bastards dipped off the face of the earth, and like they were doing quite well. Like they had a decent amount of people on Patreon and stuff. Yes, they've disappeared. Like I've noticed I haven't seen any of their videos, and like I checked the subreddit, and the subreddit is basically on fire. They're like, these guys are gone. What the fuck? And like, there's people starting to complain, be like, these guys get X amount of people on Patreon. Like they just disappeared. Like you shouldn't just be doing like an ad. And everyone's like, oh, like the last time they just, oh, wait, you can combine items? I didn't think you could. What are you gonna do for me? Critical hits, 5% chance to instantly kill enemies. Ooh. And like, that's all these people being like, the last time that they disappeared, like they let us know because like such and such was in a crash, and like we got this message, and like these guys have just disappeared and all sorts, and it's like, I don't know. There's a big part of me that was like sad that they're just gone. Like they were good. They seem like decent people. Increased chance in hitting the front. Yeah, we're crit specking. And it's like, oh, this kind of sucks, but also it's drama. I kind of want to see the drama. So like I subscribed to the subreddit and it was like watching it, and it was just like, oh, they're still gone. And it's like, after a week, someone's like posted, oh yeah, like we still haven't heard anything, but for those who are in the Reddit, in the Discord, but like have unsubscribed from Patreon, so they've got no access to shit anymore. We've made it so that there is now, like the mods have made a free channel, so everyone can like poke their head and still, and like be friends and stuff. Like they had a big Discord that was popping off apparently, and like all this shit was going on. There's still silence, and it's like, oh yeah, we're just open this up because nobody's talking. And like I wrote this down because like this is like thing to be like, I was gonna be like, hey guys, have you ever had content creator that you really gave a shit about just dip the fuck out and you have no idea what's going on? You're like, oh my god, and then you're watching everyone just fucking start going, oh, the end times are here. It's like, it sucks, but like, holy shit. And then it gets, and I was like, it'd be a good thing to just jack about, be like, oh, it sucks, but like, I hope they're okay and they're not like something's going on and they're not being shitheads and scamming or something, and just be like, because obviously like one of the things with stuff like Patreon and stuff, not to pull the wool off maybe no one's eyes, you actively have to go and unsubscribe, so if there's no content coming out, you're still paying. Ooh, new upgrade. So it's like, there's all these people crying, be like, they're scamming because like all these people are still paying and whatnot. I didn't actually check what that did. Landslide, oh, that's a bit of damage. Creates a landslide and destroys itself when an enemy landslides last 5 seconds to... Okay. So it just breaks but does a shitload of damage. Look at it go. Yeah. Fucking content gone. Oof. Whatever. It's happening. There's drama. But I think in the last couple days, a post popped up that someone was like, hey, we got an email saying that they're on the way back. There's been all this stuff that's happened. There's like been visits to the ER. They've had to remove officers. And it's like, what? And like, it's like, holy shit, it sounds like a lot's going on. And then like, I'm sitting there thinking a little bit longer, like, email. So firstly, this person's claiming it wasn't even posted to the paid platform of Patreon. It was specifically an email that's gone through. And like, there's a lot of people that don't see emails, let's be honest. I'm one of them. I'm like, that seems like not the place to put it for maybe a group of people who's not thinking. But like, part of the email is like, there's a video coming. I'm like, okay, well, I guess there's a video coming and stuff. But like, email feels a bit like rough to be the place to start this off with. And it's like, oh, I'm kind of interested to see where it goes because this sounds like a lot's happened. Placement stack radiation lasts. Okay, so that just passes through now. Yeah, that's fine. But it's like, oh wow, this is a whole lot of drama. And where are we going with this conversation? Sorry, I feel like there's still like a little bit of clog in the brain, and the ramble of streaming that's making me just fucking repeat things over and over again. But that's not, that's a me issue. But yeah, so like so there's an email that's been like, oh, they've gone to there's been multiple visits to the ER, they've had to move officers, there's all sorts of shit going on. I'm like, my first instinct is, I want to know what's going on. I'm invested. I'm going to start listening to the voice again because I want to know what's just happened here. And then my second reaction to it was, they've had visits to the ER before. Like, one of them has had they're also car brains. It's not their fault, but there has been car crashes, and from what they've said of the car crashes, it was genuinely other people's fault, like rear-ending them and shit. So I don't even know why I mentioned the car brains, but they've mentioned before, like, when they've had to go to hospital. They've mentioned before when they needed a break. They've, like, it's kind of this weird thing where it's like, oh, I'm confused on why they haven't said anything, and also, is this like some hella drama that's going to be juicy gossipy? Because that seems like a lot for people that have usually been pretty onto it, saying that, hey, we've got to take a break. Which is what a lot of people were saying, like, as to why they might have just dipped out and gone because of whatever. But we'll see. Moral of it is, notice when the YouTube channel stops uploading, because it might be a rabbit hole of holy shit, what the fuck's going on, and watching communities catch fire. Like, I want to know. I genuinely think they're good. I hope that they are good people, and it is something that's horrible that's gone on with them, and that it's all getting better for them. I don't want to find out that it's them like suddenly going, oh shit, the Patreon money's stopping. But we'll see how it goes. I think they said that it was coming sometime this week, a video, the report back. I don't know. I feel like I've also been obtuse about who they are, because like I don't want to be like, oh, talk shit about them, quick mob them. But I'm also like, I'm a baby streamer. Who's gonna fucking do that? Need more coffee. Yeah. As soon as it's posted or whatever. Yeah. That's part of my gut reaction. I'm still gonna watch the video. I'm still gonna be like, oh, is this bullshit? And then I'm gonna watch the drama. I do like their content. I don't think I will be subscribing to them anytime soon. So my opinion on if they're any good or not really matters for kittens at this point. Like, I'm not going to be out here being like, oh, cancel these people, or even if I did, it wouldn't matter. So, my opinion's not a huge loss, but it'd be interesting to see what's going on. Because, like, yeah, I think one of them's been rear-ended twice, and heavily concussed so they couldn't record. And, like, when they're just sick, they've, like, mentioned it, and it's like, oh, I want to know. And like, it seemed like they were genuinely enjoying the podcast. It wasn't like a podcast of like, oh, we've done a thing, or come on, dog, it takes like 5 minutes post. But I'm going to play the devil's advocate on you. There's been multiple visits to the ER, and they've had to move offices, and they're American. Like, I know, not to shit on America, but current era America just sounds like it's like you got to like mention it. But yeah, like they've had. Let's ignore it. They've had to move offices, and there's been multiple things for the ER, is what's been said. So I'm wondering if the police have had to get involved over something. And like, when police are involved, they often be like, "You can't speak out about things if you're a thing because it would dilute the investigation or some shit." I don't know. But then to counter myself, because you're probably going to counter me with the same thing. Again, 5 minutes supposed to be like, hey, something happened, we'll be back. Like, they don't have to be specific. I don't know. One blueprint found, that's right. Yeah, we'll find out. And by we, probably me, and then I will have another break from streaming and forget to bring it up, and you'll all be like, what the fuck happened? I don't think I've got a good place to fit this. Let's not put that out for now. There we go. Yeah. One guy's managed to get up there and start building. Oh, a few guys got up there building. Fuck yeah. Oh, we finished something. Increased pickup range. Nice. But it's because I feel like this is a good stream, and I'm probably going to run out of energy at the 2-hour mark because I have been sick. That's also part of it. I should say, I was going to be like, I was going to try and stream a fair bit more after. Yeah, let's do Mr. AoE again. I was going to do some more streams like before that job interview, and then I didn't stream for like a week. I got horrendously sick with stuff, so I'm like quite low energy. What I thought was a cold floating around is way more than a cold. But it was like full on flu and shit, and it knocked me around a bit. So I will probably have a 2-hour one and then try and crank it up to 3 tomorrow. But what I was going to talk about, because it alludes to it, is what the fuck? I don't know if anyone community watches certain things like I have been at the moment. I don't know why, but the Helldivers community is catching fire again. Like, it's... And I feel like this is older news because it is. Slow. But this combines good, but it's not going to do shit. Which is rough, but whatever. The Helldivers community has decided to poop the bed. And I'm just like, what the fuck? It kind of, it's like, if anyone's like looked into it before, they go through like a cycle of being like, this is the best patch ever. Yay. We're all hype and everyone's happy to, hey, we haven't had a patch in a bit and there's these bugs that are really fucking annoying. Boo. Or like, we had a patch and it was bad. Boo. Or this Warband was bad. Boo. Oh, wait, no, they released some shit and it's really good again. Yay. Like it just keeps doing that. Like they go, we're so back, oh, it's so over. It's like the meme that they keep rocking with, which is, it's hilarious to watch. And like that's just been the norm for ages, but it kind of escalated a little while ago to a degree where I'm like, you guys fucking okay over there? Like, what the fuck? There was a thing being like, for context, there's 3 factions in the game. If you haven't played it, do Into the Birth of Field. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Oh wait, this is what nearly killed me the other run. Well, we were doing the same mistakes. And at the maximum difficulty, they're very different in difficulty. Like, I think the last time I played the Illuminate, which are like the squids, aliens, they're so much easier than the other factions. And like, they released an update for the robots, being like, hey, yeah, and everyone's like, this is fucking impossible. Like, what the fuck? Balance-wise. And like, it's gonna synergize with the thing that I've already got. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I get why people are, so like people that are upset because like it's like this, this feels like there's no one on the dev team actually checking the balance of the game. Fair point. So we go on from there, and somebody's like, hey, as a cute thing for charity, we're gonna do a thing where like, if we get the devs to play on the hardest level on a stream publicly and all that shit, we will charity will happen. I didn't see enough of like how it's gonna work. Increase launch speed but get knocked back a little. Nah, I don't care. Holy shit, I have 1 ball. But it's doing a fair bit of work. Oh no, there's a boss. Fuck. Where am I going to go? So yeah, charity. So this is sounding pretty good, right? You've got people be like, the game's bad state because difficulty doesn't seem balanced or well thought out or something. And someone's like, hey, let's get the devs to do this as a charity thing for shits and giggles. Maybe it will actually get the devs to check it a bit more, because like a common thing that people bring up is like, it feels like there's not a lot of testing done for the game anymore. Don't know how true that is, whatever. For whatever fucking reason, the community is like, oh, let's dox this guy that's decided to do this charity event. And like, I think the guy's even lost his job now because of it. Like, people, for whatever reason, thought, fucking charity? Nah, man. Let's ruin this guy's life. Like, what? I don't get it. And like, it ended up with, for the second time, everything getting locked down on Discords and shit as everyone's like working out what the fuck they're supposed to do. Some people just need to stick away from the game. Yeah, it's not like they were like, oh, fucking... And increase area effect damage, yeah. It's not like people are like, oh shit, we need to, you don't do anything. Yeah, we need more damage out. Explode on death, let's go. They're not like out here being like, oh, we want you to redo how the game works. No, it's just, let's get the devs to do charity. If the devs can fucking play it, then we suck. If the devs can't play it, then there's obviously maybe some things to change. Like, it was an open-ended thing. It wasn't a, oh, I'm gonna change the game with my charity skills or something. I don't know. Okay, we've now got poison going around. We might actually be doing okay. Some people just step away. It's, I just don't get it. Like, what? I'm still just so fucking... I see post Reddit and like, yeah. For context, the only other time I've seen the Helldiver shit locked down was, I think it was Charlie Kirk when he got done in. Was that the guy that had the shit written on his bullet casings? I think it was. Yeah, whichever one that had the bullet casings written on. Somebody put a fucking Helldiver's input on one of them. So they had to lock down the subreddit and they removed the emote for like a month. Because like that's the equivalent of what, yeah, that was Charlie. Yeah, they had the 500 kilo bomb written on the casing. They had to close down the subreddit and fucking remove the emote and from the Discord for a while. And like I use it every now and then, and that's the only reason I know is because I was like, hey, where'd my emote go? Oh fuck! It's back now. I'm happy it's back, but like it was just, oh. Like, that's the equivalent of what they had to do. And then the second time that they've ever had to do all that shit is because people just are like, oh, today we're going to ruin someone's fucking life. I'm like, oh, God. Yeah, I don't know what the state with that charity event is now. I know that they have done a fair few buffs in a later patch. I don't think I've seen any of the, like, oh, we're so back patches posts yet. But I feel like they might be on the way. Like, it's just one of those things. It's like, oh, it's the Helldivers community. They're a little bit of a fucking wackos over there. Oh, God, the ruining shit. Oh, well. Oh, shit, I'm already, like, maxed. Oops. This might not be a good run, because I don't know if anything I've got synergized as well. Ah. Tell you what, though. Oh, we do have an evolution. Okay, okay, never mind. We may be cooking. I'm gonna have to fucking learn Deadlock, apparently. I'm having too many friendship groups be like, oh, Deadlock's pretty good. Or friends booting Deadlock and like, ah. Yes, you're one of them. Release Glacial Spike over time that deals things as ball and Glacial Spikes deal damage to nearby units. Hopefully that means it does damage, which it looks like it's doing. That kind of does AoE. But yeah, like it's, cause like I've seen, and like, there's fucking, there's a collab yesterday that I was watching and they're all like talking about playing it too, and like, oh God, are we actually in the era of playing it? I think the hardest part of it is going to be, if I genuinely, because like the last time I tried to play Deadlock, they had the problem where all the items looked the same and it was a lot. Because like when you first start, no, I don't know. Playing it, it's like there's a lot to learn. Like just like when you do any fucking MOBA or whatever. And part of the problem that so like I understand that I gotta go learn shit. That's fine. But part of it is I want to be able to also know what the fuck I'm able to do just by looking at shit, and all the icons are the same. Apparently that's changed. Now I don't have any excuse to not learn the game. So all the icons should be nice to learn and whatever, and maybe sort my shit out, but oh God, it's just like the hill of learning Dota again. But one of the things that I'm worried about is I feel like convincing current Dota team to play it, if I actually start really enjoying it, might be the biggest hill of my life. Because I feel like there's a lot of times we'll talk about certain game types and there'll be people like this be like, nah, that doesn't kind of fit what I want to play or learn and shit. I feel like this might be on the same kettle of fish. We'll see how we go. So they are, there is a couple playing Fallout 76, so like, taste is questionable. God, I hope I get one more. Oh, I might not get another ball. That could have been a mistake, but we seem to be doing some damage, it's fine. Beanie, beanie, beanie. What else has been happening in my time away? Oh, my old man visited. There's a new meme I've got to make and work hours and post to Discord. Give it. God damn it. Give me 15 minutes post a meme. It's going to be like 3 hours later. I'll be fucking in bed again, resting, and you'll be like, I've posted the meme. Quick, post it to stream to make everybody laugh. Yeah, what I was going to say. My old man visited me. And they're very into gardening and have been for many years. I'm also what? I'm useful. I'll bully you. That's the so what of this. Yeah. Old man visited. And we were supposed to go out for dinner, but like I was sick, so like we didn't go very anywhere. But some of the stuff he dropped off was a couple garlic from his garden and a shitload of potatoes. And I immediately planted half the garlic he gave me, and it's already sprouting, and I'm so excited because I'm going to have like infinite stash of just fucking better garlic. Like I'd already buried some garlic from Coles that I wasn't going to use, and it was already starting to sprout, and it's still growing. I think like there's already 16 of those going. And then I'm going to have even more of like actually good garlic to compensate with it once that gets going too, which it already is sprouting in like less than a week of just throwing it in the ground. Like, fuck yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm not going to get another fucking thing, am I? Damn it. This build could have been better. Oh well. I should really check that bar on the side, because what happens is you only get so many of those fusion things per run. And you can kind of guess by looking at how far that bar's gone. Anyway. So yeah. Did all that and I was like really chuffed with myself. It's like, yeah, look at me go. I'm gardening. I'm doing the thing. Like I'm infinite resourcing garlic. And it's gonna be better than the shop garlic as well. So I'm not gonna have to, the trick with my parents' garlic compared to the normal shop garlic is shop garlic I'll like use a bit more than the recipe says. With my parents' garlic, I've got to use less. It's potent. It's good shit. But yeah. So I was like, excitedly messaged my parents at one point, be like, the garlic's already sprouting. Look at it go. Here's a photo of a little greenhouse thing of a bedroom. Look at it. Woo! And my dad's immediate response was like, oi, that was for you to eat, you dickhead. I'm like, what? You fuckers have been trying to convince me to like garden and shit, or live in a place that's got like a garden or like whatever, or like help out in the garden or like help out in the orchard for years. Like there was a part of the time that they were hoping like I'd take over the farm or something, which hindsight probably should have, but whatever. Actually no, I think I'd be so sad just living on a fucking farm out. Whoop, whoop. But like. They were just like, yeah, like, you were supposed to eat that. That was for you to eat. I'm like, guys, but I get infinite garlic now. This is great. And then part of it, like, after the call, my brain was like, oh, maybe they're just going to be upset that they can't just, like, come and give me garlic anymore. I'm like, I mean, maybe. But also, they can still get me, like, all the other things that I can't just cheese off them and grow infinitely. Like, I can't do that. Well, I can do that with the potatoes, actually, that they gave me. But they're a bit harder to do and a fair bit more effort. They've also got eggs with chickens. Like, oh, you should be proud of me doing this. Well, it's not the reaction I expected from them at all. But anyway. If you've got leftover garlic, put it in a fucking pot. It's just, it has to be the easiest thing. But anyone who wants to do it, put it in the dirt. If you've got potting soil, you beauty, that's probably a little bit better because it's got some nutrients. Give it a little bit of a water. But don't keep watering it until you see a sprout. Just a little bit of water, then leave it. This is what I learnt afterwards, is once it's sprouting, yeah, it wants some water because then it's like actually developed its roots and it's like doing all that kind of shit and You know, being a plant. Until that point, if you keep watering it, it might just rot instead. So, like, it could still work, especially if it's ready to sprout, like, once you put it in the ground. But if it's, like, kind of umming and ahhing and you want to get the most odds, don't water it don't overwater it initially. Give it a water, let it do its own thing. The ground's not gonna, like... and then within a week or two, something should pop up. If nothing's popped up, then it's not gonna work. But, yeah. Oi! Oi yourself, Raph. Wheatmaster. Return to base. Good morning, Raph. I hope you're doing well. Or at least better than me. Fuck, I'm still so snotty. Right, what have we got? 14. I am gonna run a harvest. I'm gonna do one more round. And I'm gonna shit the bed because apparently I've gone through all the things that I'd written on my notepad already. Fucking coming up with topics is such a bitch. Construction completed. Spa. Spend gold to harvest more than once a minute. Ew, why do I want to do that? I don't care. Now go through the stand-up routine. Fucking dance for me, monkey. Increase gold found in battles. I got no more housing, no more warfare. Let's... space things out a little bit. Maybe that'll do the trick. You're brain dead. Ball to shoot from the back. Yeah, brain dead back shots. Let's go. Brain dead back shots. And let's go for the fucking level that I haven't beaten enough times yet. But that does remind me that the Fringe is still going and I haven't gone to it enough. Though not that I really should, because holy shit has it become expensive. The Fringe, for context of non... Should I say Australians or Adelaideans? I feel like Australians. I feel like a lot of Australia knows about it. Basically, the city just has a whole heap of shows and events going on, and it's like the one time of the year shit's happening. It used to be like, oh, there's cheap shit going on, let's all catch up and go out there. But now everyone keeps coming to it. Now it's expensive. It's like, what the fuck? Well, so this run's already going really well. Yeah, I was just like, I should probably go to it. But the thing that did remind me of that is, because my mates were talking about going, oh, come on, breakthrough, yeah. Mates talking about going to it on a quiz night the other night, which we came second place in and won $60 at the local pub to have at our leisure. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, I got, and this is big news, I got 2 compliments in one night, and not for the same thing. You know how fucking huge that is? Especially as someone who's got no job. Like, what the fuck? Compliment 1. Nice haircut. I got a haircut because I needed to look good for a job. But you know what? Nice haircut. I'll fucking ride that shit to the bank. I'll take the little bit of a rub on the back, being like, yeah, no, my hair's looking good. Let's go. Maybe I will get it cut more often so I don't look like a homeless bum. And then compliment number 2. Like your shirt? Hell fucking yeah. It was just it was a Unico shirt from the funny section, which is just a black shirt that has Campbell's soups on the little lapel pocket thing. And they were like, yeah, cool shit. I'm like, holy shit. What am I doing? How am I getting 2 compliments in one night? I'm gonna ride this for fucking years. And then we came second on the quiz. Best night ever. Though I will say, I like how sometimes this quiz, the night of 2 compliments, yeah. IRF, we were talking before, people are convincing Deadlock is good to play, so if you, just be aware that if I get convinced to play it and I enjoy it, there will be propaganda in the Dota chat. Have fun with that. Future insight. Holy shit, this boss is getting fucked. But this guy's not dying near me, so like this could be a bit rough in a sec. Where was it going with that? I can't remember now. Fuck. Oh yes, quiz nights. I like that so some weeks that the prizes are just money. Increases movement speed during the halves by 10%. Cool. Some nights the quizzes are just like, oh yeah, different. If you come first, second, or third, you just get different fucking amounts of money or something. I like when the night, it's wacky shit. Like first prize is always, I think, $100 for the pub. And they just give you a little card and whatever. You probably know the deal. Come on, kill the thing. Yeah, there we go. The fact that it's like, I like the nights when it's wacky shit, because there's one night where it's like, because this is on a Thursday, which is a very, oh god, we're gonna eat shit and die. This is on a Thursday night. Important to note, Thursday night, normal people quiz night, not fucking hospitality quiz night. It's a Thursday night. People are working the next day. There was one week we went there, and third place was a round of fucking shots for the table. Like, I've eyeballed the groups. There's not many like uni students or anything. Most people like maybe have like 2 or 3 beers over the evening. The 3 beers people are usually the ones who came in like an hour early so they could also have tea at the pub before they get to the quiz. And I'm just like, huh? A round of shots? I wish we won that. That would have been hilarious. Especially because I would be like, hey guys, I don't have a job. Do you want me to just have 8 shots? And then there was another night that they were like, oh yeah, like here's some snacks from the bar and something for third place. And it didn't sound like a lot. And then by the time that they got around to like actually giving out the prize had like doubled in things, because like clearly they'd said it and I went, actually this sounds like shit. Let's give him some more. Like I like it when it's just silly stuff. Sometimes it's like, here's a bottle of whiskey that's been gifted to us and we can't actually serve this, but we can give it as a prize. And like, it's probably pretty good, but like, we don't know. So yeah, wacky prizes. Do that shit. Now, are we actually going to win this? Because I thought we were going to eat shit and die. Yeah, ooh, I definitely can't do another run. Why? I think all the talking has gotten me lightheaded. Like, I was like, oh, that was really pretty good today. Like, it's just a bit sneezy and stuff. It hasn't been like anything else. I'm like, oh no, it's actually done a number on me. God damn it. That goes really back to that stupid fucking job. It was like, oh, you did fucking want to do an interview on Monday? No, I'm fucking dying. Do it on the Friday. And then a whole weekend. Oh, that's what I'll do. Before I end stream, I'll check to see if I've got a response to my email. About, can you pay me more? Otherwise I'm not taking this job. I really hope we do. And I want to see what... I don't care if it's like good or bad, I would just want a response. Because if it's a good response, then it's like, cool, I can sit here and consider it. If it's a bad response, we get to laugh. Like, I don't see this as a lose anymore. It's just, it is and is. I think the only loss that I've got is I had to spend petrol to go fucking, go to the interview. Because they were like, hey, the office is, I think it was a half hour from where I live. And I was like, yeah, that's fine for me to go to, especially as this is a job where I probably won't be coming into the office pretty often. Like, I'll just be going to people's houses and stuff. It's like, it's whatever. So yeah, all I've really lost is fucking half hour's worth of driving with petrol, which, if I was working for them, I would have been compensated all of $5 or something for driving that much if it was between work sites. Fucking hell. Actually, no. I'm going to correct myself. The only thing that would make me upset is if I get a response to the email and they're like, hey, you actually got the reimbursement wrong. You misheard us or whatever. I'm like, it's actually like $1 bajillion an hour. And I'm going to be so embarrassed, especially if they're like, but your attitude means we're not going to give you the job. I'm like, nah! That would be the only bummer if they're like, yeah, this has actually got a decent wage. Sorry if you've misheard or sorry if someone misspoke. Bye. I think that would be the only time I've bummed out. I gotta help people at a decent wage, but then there's also a good chance that I never misheard and they're just... Because they've never... Like... Because the job feels like a scam, and I talked about how it feels a bit scammy because the NDIS gives like more than an extra 2/3 of what I am paid minimum for gardeners, if not closer to doubled. Holy shit, where's my balls? Come on balls, break it through. Break it through. We need, yeah, there we go. We need some balls to break free. Yeah, I think the only I'd be like a little bit bummed, but also there's a chance that they're like going to be like, oh, it's actually worth this much because this is the first time it's written down what my reimbursement is, because they told me in person how much it was, which is, for a reminder, just above minimum wage. Okay, there's undying. So it's kind of like, oh, will they pull that shit to kind of like save their ass to not looking like evil pieces of shit? Who knows? But I don't know. We'll see where this goes. At the end of the day, if I don't get the job, I don't get a job for this one. I've already written it off as not getting this job, and it is now just... It is now content for me to bitch about for all of eternity. Be like, yes, the invoice is a scam, but not the way that the fucking... They're saying it's actually because there's fucking corporations licking at it. I don't know. Maybe I should go read up on how people are claiming it's a scam. Because if they're claiming it the way that I think that they're claiming it is, then they're very much wrong. But if they're claiming it the way that I've mentioned it, then it's like, yeah, well, I've got potentially evidence to the fact that this company is doing it. Oh, well. I just want to have some money to buy nice things for my cat. But they want me to work on slave wage in a garden. Ooh, what? I don't think I produced baby balls. Game, why would you do that? Oh, no, am I not going to get another fusion? Ah, you son of a bitch. Right, well, we're almost at the boss. Wish us luck. Oh, hang on. I need to... Just double... There we go. Gonna try and drop an ad break. Bam, 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 bam. Oh god, there's all of the balls. Stop the balls. Oh, that's right. This boss is the fucking horde of little shitbags. Which I am mowing through? Damn, get ruined. I don't even know what my balls are doing anymore. Die, 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 die. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I feel like if I've got a response to the job... Yeah! Unlocks a new character. Gain HP for each character completed the Shroom Forest with. Okay, so this is the first time. No. This is not the first time that I beat the boss. I can't remember how this fucking game is. Bouncing on scaffolds in harvest modes add 1 build points. Okay. Bounce on that scaffold. Wait, oh no. I got 2 gears because I finished it with 2 people. So that's why they... Okay, cool. New shit's unlocked. I've unlocked Cell. The Wretched Onion. Could mean garlic. Spiked collar. And gain a shield. Right, let's start plonking some stuff down. Let's run a harvest. I'm gonna let that run in the background while I check the Gmails to see if I have mails being like, hey, job, no job. Ooh, we do. We have an email. Hi, Weishi. Thank you for reaching out, taking your time to share your concerns. I really appreciate your honesty. Completely respect that this may not be the right fit under those conditions. Okay, you're paying me like shit. If circumstances change or if a future role with different arrangements becomes available, I'd be more than happy to reach out again should you be interested. Well, look. And then I wish you all the best in your next opportunity. I guess that's something. Oh shit. I don't know if that's like an oh shit or like a it's kind of like, okay, you're just gonna mail me over shit again. If you're going to mail me, please actually be a decent offer next time, because like, what the fuck? It's meh. But like, maybe there's hope that this is going to get passed on somewhere and they'll be like, hey, we're not getting the guy that actually looked good for the job. I don't know. Oh my god, they missed everything. A fruitless endeavor. Oh, that's cool, it says. It's fucking stupid. It's meh. I guess overall it's a... Maybe they're gonna fix their shit. Maybe they're gonna go... Maybe this company will actually fix their shit. Maybe they'll be like, yeah. I think the only thing that this is confirmed is that the pay was shit, and me thinking that I may have misheard was just gaslighting. So the only win from this is, yeah, maybe they'll fix their shit, and I did not mishear. I successfully heard that they were going to pay me like shit. Oh, well. Sounds about right. Like, yeah, I don't know if you were here at the start, Raf, but like, basically, to sum it up before I go off, like, I'm going to start doing the slash raid, and I'm going to send you off to old mate Aito. But just as a summary, because I don't think you're here, and I don't think we really talked about it anywhere else. That worked? There we go. Cool. Basically, they were like, here's minimum wage. You have to supply your tools. If there's no work between stuff, you have to fucking get paid maybe $20. And then maybe another $5 for fuel at best if you're traveling a fair distance. But that's over the entire break time. So if your break time's like 3 hours, And like the amount of tools and like the fact that it's casual, so if a tool breaks and I can't do a shift because I've got to repair or replace a tool, like it was a lot. It was a lot. Anyway, thank you all for being here. There is an ad thing starting to count down, so you whatever, if you've missed half my goodbyes,